Right then, lads, educational time from MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms. Bish Bash Boss, don't forget to like, share and follow. So, for the wet room, we are doing, this is a Marmax board. This is a tanking kit. This is wet room tape. This is special adhesive, which combines everything together. So when you're using it, don't think that this is like decor, cork or silicone or whatever. It's not, okay? So always think before you comment on my page, because you look like a tit. Because I'm trying to educate you. I'm not trying to blag you. I show you how it is. It's very simple. So the next thing we do is, people say, why do I use plasterboard and I use jackerboard? It's because I is clever. Do you know what I mean? If I was stupid, I would use jackerboard and then I would tank on top of it and then I would tape on top of it. You don't need to do that. If you are tanking, you can tank onto anything. It's waterproof. You don't need a jackerboard. You don't need a plasterboard. You don't need anything. Whatever you paint this on, it's waterproof. It's simple as that. So people doing tanking and membranes and then shit, this, that and other. Hello? Do you know what I mean? The purpose of that is to tank your walls. If you're tanking your walls, the purpose of that is waterproof. So it don't matter what's underneath it, it's waterproof. So if you're tiling it and the tile breaks and the water goes through it, the water just goes into the bedroom and rots the bedroom floor. That is the difference. In here, it won't do that because the water will go down and it'll go down my trap, which is underneath there. So I hope you liked Mickey's little lesson of wet rooms. Keep joining and following and you'll learn something new every day. Best way to solder, always keep your solder up so it runs back, and then that's the way when it runs down your fitting, you don't see it, you know what I mean? We are not a polished plumber like TikTok, we just don't have time for that, do you know what I mean? Them lads on TikTok and Instagram, we polish all the I think what it is they're not getting on. You know why they're not getting on? See? Because I'm wearing their socks. Does it tell you something, that, lads? No, when you just hold it on the centre of the flame and it'll just roll in. That's it. One. I do like using lead-free copper, but unfortunately, and now I guarantee I will get someone saying, you shouldn't wipe it with that. I tell you what to do, just suck my left nut because I'm sick and tired of hearing it. Do you know what I mean? I don't need my right one doing. Our last time does that every night. Just left. This fast boss, don't you like sharing the plumber? See, people just think stuff miraculously come. For the last 20 years, this customer says he has had a nightmare with these bathrooms. Nightmare. He has had trouble constantly. When he's emptied one bath, he's pulled the water out of the showers and the waste pipe, and the smell in the bedrooms has been unreal. For the last 20 years, they've been suffering that. That is from the start of someone else doing the bathroom. When you do it properly, you have to unfold stuff. The stuff what I've unfolded in this bathroom is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm well out of pocket on this bathroom. But I take it on the chin. You know why I take it on the chin? Because it's a recommend, and I know I'm going to get recommended again. So I built my business on quality of work and loyalty and longevity. So, to get this through here, it's very tricky. We've got these electric cables in as well, some sparky wing nuts. Oh, you've got to remember your drills. See that? Number one, that's for the fat drill bit. Number two, that's for the skinny drill bit. So I'm using my hands because I've only lost 3 fingers, so I don't feel them. You know what I mean? Oh yeah! Yeah, man! Take it off me! Beautiful. What you gotta do, lads, don't put into peer pressure, because in the plumbing world it is a very big syndicate, and maybe 50% of them are bad, right? They're not bad in the sense that the work is bad, they're just bad mentally. Mentally, they are just a bit of screw loose. So what they do is when they see someone else doing something, they say that this is wrong, when they're talking a load of bollocks. If something works, it works, and that's it. Just because it's not to how they do it, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It means they are trying to cover their back and earn some more spondoolies by filling people with shit. And that's why they preach so much shit. Do you know what I mean? Where me, I just do it as it is. I say it as it is, I show it as it is, and I have done for the last 5 years. But the difference with me is, my mouth, I don't back it up with my mouth, I back it up with my work, day in, day out. Remember that. Bish Bash Boss, don't forget to like, share and follow. So what I'm using here for my trap is, this is a Marmot's tray and a Marmot's trap. But the reason why I like these is, see these? This is exactly the reason why. If water gets through the tile, it'll come down and it'll come onto the tray. So what you do is, you tile first and then you come down, water's behind the tile, comes down onto the tray. That just screws in like that. Then the waste goes down there, so the seepage from the water can go down. It'll go down that valve and go down there. So even if the water does get through, it will go down to a certain degree and it will go down the waste. So it's never going to damage anything. That is the reason why I like these, and they're beautiful. So for bulletproof plumbing, what we do is we silicone this here, round there, because the only place this can leak is in this seal. So you put this seal on like this, you siliconed it, yeah. Now that trap will alter, it moves side to side wherever you want. This is where I want this trap, it's in a perfect position, so I've moved it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to seal that joint as well. Now, in theory, this wood should never ever leak, but when you've got the silicone out, you know what I mean? What you got to remember is, you only do this once, and if it don't work, what are you going to do? I've been using these trays for over 25 years. These and the Jack of all trays. The Jack of all trays is the same as this, but the Marmot tray is the better one. So now, what we're going to do, even on my normal trays, I don't like to silicone this part. The reason why I don't like to silicone this part is because I've siliconed that underneath and I've stuck that to the trap. So in the future, if you ever need to change this, you could just unscrew this off. You know your trap's stuck to your tray. You know it's not going to drop down and you're not going to have an issue. But what you want to be doing is, see how nice that fits, straight onto it. Just like a dream, innit? Just like a dream. Tighten it up, nice and tight. There should be a little gadget in here somewhere. Must be on the drawers. Just get my gadget to tighten it up tighter. See how it's slack once tightening up properly. If you haven't got a gadget, all you have to do is you stick 2 chisels in and tighten it up. So what you do is you get a red key for this. This is why I tell the lads, do not unpack anything until I fit it. But what they do, they unpack it and then they get it all out and then fucking here, there and everywhere. Key's missing. So all you have to do is you do the olden days, yeah? So you get one piece like that onto the hip, the other piece on that, onto the lip, and then you just tighten it. Yeah? As simple as that. You don't want to over tighten it. It is a lot easier with a key, but that is what we're talking. Do you know what I mean? Nice flush, no movement in it. Then that goes into there, like so. That goes onto there like so. That screws in there. If you need it higher, what happens is, so if your tiles are higher, you've got this little gadget here. Unscrew that onto there, and that lifts it up. I think my eyesight needs checking. Well, them are just tight holes, which I'm not used to, you know what I mean, lads? There we go. That extends it. You're never going to have a tile as fat as that. Bish bash bosh, job done. Don't ever put it on, because if the tiler thinks that that's the height, he's going to put the tiles up. We want it tight. We want that lower beneath the tiles. So we just leave it loose like that, and we leave that on top like that. Now in line, we have got, what is that? Do you know what I mean? Now I know what you're thinking. It's not that, okay? That is what you call jackerboard. That is the way women like it. Not like that, you know what I mean? Because that is no good. So this is jackerboard. Can you see the difference in the board? This is a Marmite's board. So the Marmite's board has got like a cement base on top of it. The jackerboard is a very nice covering. It's still harder than a lot of them, and I think the adhesive sticks to them better. That and that, perfect. These Marmite's board, I think, are the best thing because they are really, really solid. When you punch them, you can feel how solid they are. You punch that, you can feel it's good, but it's not that good. It's not as good as that. So in my opinion, these are always better, but they're always more expensive. So it depends what's in the budget. If the budget allows it, always go for the Marmite's. If it doesn't, go for the jackerboard. It's very simple. Always be cocksure over yourself. So what we're doing now is the 4-inch. It's a beautiful day for the 4-inch. With this cordial knacking up, we've made a bit of a rick out here on this brickwork, but we will patch that back up. Do you know what I mean? It's only one brick. So we'll patch that brick back up and then cement rest of them, and then it'll be looking beautiful. So for the waste pipe, what we have to do is we have to get the T right at the bottom here. Reason why we have to get the T right at the bottom, because underneath the floor we've got another sink to come out there, man. So many sinks, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable, Chase. So there's holes there. So we've got a toilet stack there, 2 waste pipes there. Then we've got another waste pipe there, and then we've got another toilet there. And then we've got another toilet here as well, underneath this sink. So I'm going to start off with a T there, so we can go across there, put another T on it, put a rodding iron on it, and go into the waste there. And then when we come through the wall, hopefully we're going to come underneath that breeze for the sink waste. And then we can go down, boom, tap in. We will see. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Do you know what I mean? It's Friday. Got a very, very busy day. Always time for coffee. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this lug off. Cut that lug off like that. and then we'll put that in, and then we're going to 45 it on top of it. I know if I rung my mate up and said, whoa, what's going on here? Why didn't you leave it an inch off wall? Do you know what I mean? I tell him every single time, every single job, inch off wall, inch off wall. He said, I tell you what, Mickey, I told him to do it. Has he not done it? Has he not done it? Oh, it's too late now. It's too late now. You know what I mean, son? I said, no, I don't know what you mean. All right, never mind. I'll sort it out. Do you know what I mean? Irish. But he does work in the rain. You know why he works in the rain? Every time he goes to Ireland, he says it's always raining. So now, Dad, he's going to go in there like that. Beautiful. What a fit. It's like a job in town, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just don't know how they get me for money. Right, so what we've got a push fit elbow. And I'm trying to get double-ended solvent welder, and I can't get it from anywhere. City ain't got it, PTS ain't got it. Nobody's got it. So what I've come up with, well, what my mate's come up with, I gotta give him credit. See this lug here? The problem is, see this hole here? Right. With a fraction off there, but if we knock any more out of that, when we put that in, you're gonna have a massive hole. And it's going to be no good. So what I've done is I've took that lip off because it's push fit, and we're going to make it into a solvent weld. How we're going to do that? Go all the way around, get a fresh battery, and then job will be good. In fact, I'm going to use grinder, and then I'll show you end result. There we go. We made his own solvent. Put that pipe in there, glue it in. Bish bash boss, job done, that'll fit straight in the hole. And then we can get ourselves off that way. See what I mean? No problems, only solutions, otherwise you end up like that. So I'm that. Holy. Fred did that. Who's Fred? Someone was asking me the other day, who's Fred? It's a bit same as like Ted. Do you know what I mean? Ted, Fred, let's bury him dead. It's as simple as that. Always make sure you glue the outside of the pipe, never the inside. Because when you push the glue in, you don't want a pile of glue sticking up and then all them King Edwards catching on it. Not good. Nice big fat bead on it. It is beautiful. We've got to teach you this in college, you know what I mean? You can't find this in a book, can you? You only can find it on MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms. The master. That's my lad's fault for not catching it, do you know what I mean? While I'm up a ladder, twitching. Ass twitching. Trying to film as well. Film, twitching. Look at that. Now that is like a job in town. I've got to confess, it is like a job in town. It's a brilliant idea. That's the first idea he's ever come up with. And there we go. Beautiful. We've got another clip on inside there, put his boss on there. Job in town. It's just like a work of art. No, what is it? Beethoven? No, not Beethoven, is it? What is it? Don't know. Just the master. You know what I mean? He's quite far. So joking aside, this is the most important thing about a wet room, is the tanking. The tanking has to be done right because it's a wet room, and if it does leak, it's down because you haven't tanked it right. So the stuff what I like using is this Marmax tape. This is the best I've ever had. Started using this at least 20 years ago. It's the same stuff. I don't even think it's changed. Do you know what I mean? That's how good it is. It is beautiful. All you do is cut it to size. When you take it off, it's like a rubber. Stick that tile on that, and it's just mint. You just can't beat it. So when you're doing it, you got to remember it right into your corners. I make my own corners, and how I make my own corners is, let me just cut this little piece off and I'm going to show you exactly. Cut your piece off whatever you want, and then you want to go in either around 80mm. Cut cut it off like that. That's one corner, yeah? Around 80mm. That's 80mm. Let's see if my eyes are tape nigger. Oh yeah man. Look at that. See where I've cut? It's just like a job in town, isn't it? You just can't teach it. Then all you have to do is for your corner, and I'll show you on this one. Peel it off, peel it down, yeah. Then all you have to do is run that into the corner. Don't take your other one off yet. Otherwise you're never going to get it. Yeah? Run that into your corner, push it in, flatten it, and then take your other piece off. Flatten it in, and then you made your corner. This one's not a true corner because that's got a dip in it there where I've run the pipe, but the tiler will just fill that in. But on your bottom there, it will be a solid corner and that's perfect. Or you just overlap it from top to bottom. Right then, so the wet room's finished. If you want to learn how to do this and how to tape it up and how to make it solid, get over onto my TikTok channel. Subscribe to my channel. Full advice. You can get my number. We can go on WhatsApp. You'll have 28 days for your subscription. And I think it's the best £10 you will ever spend. If you don't want to spend it, that's fine. Just keep watching videos, but don't be expecting my time and my effort replying and explaining everything to you. Because at the end of the day, time is money, lads. And time is my time with my family, which I've been missing out for these videos. So get over onto my subscribe channel, which is linked at the bottom, and I go through it all. And it's as simple as that. You could do this. See what I mean? Bit of coaching off me, bish bash bosh. Job done. Beautiful. Don't forget to like, share and follow.